Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
We are taking time away from Starfield that dropped strangely yesterday. I'm just sitting here with a couple Powerades. It's hot today. It is very hot. Gotta replenish. Remember to hydrate. What are you drinking there?
I have a cherry Dr. Pepper.
I wish I had some cherry Dr. Peppers.
Which is getting low, and I'm going to hate myself when it's empty because it's the last one in the house.
You said you were going to go stop at the store. It'll be fine.
I might go to the store. So, Starfield, real quick. Okay. We got to talk about that real quick? Or we?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk about?
Well, first I want to talk about the fact that I still can't see the fucking show on Twitch. What the fuck's going on? There it goes.
Okay. I'm green.
So, I went to boot it up earlier today, and it said I'd already played 5 hours, and I'm sure at this point it's probably showing another, 2 or 3. I have not played that amount of time, because I booted this bitch up. I was ready. I wasn't like my friends. I had this pre-installed. I had this updated. I was ready, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Unlike Piper, who's like, last night, installing it now. Motherfucker, what do you mean installing it now? And then it proceeded to be multiple things. People were needing me for stuff at the house. The fucking cat got out. Yada, yada, yada. Like, just shit after shit after shit after shit. And so the game just sat there, pause. And then today, I'm trying to play it, but my bud wants to be on the phone. And so I'm trying to focus on the dialogue. I'm trying to talk to him. And so it just got to a point where I was like, I had to pause the game. Then while the game was paused, mid-dialogue, don't know the last time I saved, my fucking internet wiggled. And because I'm playing it through Game Pass, it's like, do you own this game?
Oh, no.
Because I lost internet connection.
Oh, God.
So what I have played of it, despite it saying 7 or 8 hours, it has not been that. What I have played of it has been enjoyable. I'm having fun. It is the cleanest Bethesda game I have seen outside of Doom and Wolfenstein ever.
Dishonored.
I'm very happy so far.
What about Dishonored?
Dishonored is Bethesda?
I thought so.
No.
Let me pull up my second buddy.
That's Arcane Studios.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Published by Bethesda Softworks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah, that one's pretty clean.
I like, and they worked on another thing, but I'm not gonna go digging. But yeah, no, there's you're correct. It is very crispy. Even on the Series S, like I'm on the quote unquote lesser version because it's the digital. I'm getting maybe 5-6 seconds load times, and I'm loving it. My
only complaint.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying my only complaint with load times is that we're staring at load screens rather than looking at something nice.
Yeah.
Like, going in and out of buildings, okay, we stare at a load screen, that's fine. But when leaving planets and landing on planets, we should be seeing a cinematic of leaving and landing.
That would be nice.
So that's really. I don't have very many criticisms to this game. I'll let you talk about it a little bit more, then I'll give you my couple little criticisms.
I'm gonna wait until next week, because that next week we'll have a lot of gameplay. Because I mean, you only had a very small experience to it. To me, I killed 4.5 hours, and I got pretty far into it. I handled a couple little side things, and I was like, "This is gonna be a lot." And then I pressed B to go back to this is gonna be a lot. And I pressed B a third time. Yeah. Todd, you earned your last name back. To fill up each and every one of those places, there was a comparison that they had run on, it was either IGN or Polygon, where they compared it to 2077. And I was like, comparing Cyberpunk and this, different sides of the spectrum, but I'm curious. I'll watch it. And they were looking at how water physics worked in Cyberpunk, where you can actually swim, versus this one of Starfield, where you don't really get a lot of swimming areas. There's no place to swim. And they were just showing how relaxed Cyberpunk was and how serious Starfield was. That's how it came off to me, but I was like, you can't really compare those two. But they did show off the water physics with explosions, and Starfield not looking good, but we'll see. We'll see.
Even really big things. It's more of like it's so weird that you did or didn't. I guess didn't in this case. Something. So for instance, they have a thing they added to Fallout 76 a while back, where after you kill something, if you've killed more than one thing, you can loot nearby corpses from one corpse. That way you're not trying to find the corpses once they've fallen in the grass and in the rocks and all that shit.
Or
You
exploded.
can loot multiple corpses from one corpse, or exploded. Starfield doesn't have that. It's like, okay, you created that feature in one of your games, a game you full on own and whatnot. Why would you not take that really good feature and put it in your other game? So for instance, the pirate boss, did you fight him?
Yeah. Yeah, if you call me sneaking up on him and taking a baseball bat over the head, or axe over his head, I guess I did talk to him.
So I tried persuading him, failed the persuasion, whatever. My persuasion skill's not there yet, that's fine. Fought him to the death, but I was undercover when he died. Couldn't find his body for like a solid 10 minutes. He had fallen off the building.
Oh. I don't know why
And
it was
it's
on
like,
the roof.
Why can I not loot nearby corpses? Like, I can do that in another Bethesda game. They should have put that in this game. It's little things like that where it's like, is it game breaking? No. Is it a thing where I go, I don't want to buy this game? No. Is it a thing where I go, I don't want to play this game? No. It's just confusing. That's honestly what it is. It's confusing.
It's a little annoying. Pourquoi? I get you. I mean, maybe I'm thinking different development teams did different things, but I guess they kept most of the features from some game. Probably Fallout 4 more than anything. I thought with the new engine we'd be getting a little bit more prettier graphic. Well, I'm not saying
it is very pretty.
It's very pretty. But when you get to the bare bones of hair, I'm sorry, I have a problem with their facial hairs. I have a nice big old beard and mustache, but it looks like it's drawn on.
So I'm wondering, I'm gonna have to take some screenshots. Maybe I'll make a second file, go back into character creation, and let you look. I might take some screenshots and see if there's a difference between the X
and the S. Maybe a little bit.
Because Sean last night was telling me that the game looks amazing except for the characters. He's like, the characters look like fucking Fallout characters. I'm like, these characters look the best I've ever seen a Bethesda character look for something that came out of Creation Engine.
Yeah.
This is technically Creation Engine 2, but still. And I went, wait a minute, what are you playing on? And he goes, the S. I went, huh.
Maybe this is a
Piper's playing over on PC, and he hasn't really said anything graphically, really. So I'm wondering if there's a slight difference there from the specs.
Maybe.
We'll do some screenshots and do some comparing.
Yeah. I'm keen on doing that. I want to see more from the game. We'll see next week. Hello, over here on the
no, actually, real quick, before we, real quick, one last thing for Starfield.
Okay.
What traits did you go with, and what class did you go with?
So it took me forever. To pick my traits because I was like, all these sound really cool, and then some of them had names I didn't quite understand. So I was like, is this a good who is this faction? Ooh, I know the word neon. And I was like, yeah, I'll go with the Neon Street guys. Maybe there's some cyberpunk gear down there. I don't know. So after hitting New Atlantis, I wanted to go find Neon City. So that's kind of my goal right now, which once we're done with this, I'm going to go eat and then come back and probably stream it and try and find Neon City. That's my goal.
Okay.
So I chose...
So you went with a Neon City faction.
I went with the Neon City faction one. I went with the alien DNA, so that way I receive less healing, but I gain more other traits. And then I forget the third one. I think I chose extrovert, where if I have a partner, I gain a buff to my oxygen. I use less oxygen. So, and then for class, I think I have Space Scoundrel, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Space Scoundrel.
I went with File Not Found.
Okay, you went blank. Okay.
I went with the fun one.
Well,
Traits. I don't know. It seemed so interesting.
it does.
Traits. Oh, and it's like, yeah, okay, my people will cost me like twice as much if I hire anyway, but I plan on going with a lot of the story-based companions that you don't hire anyways. So traits, I went with the Adoring Fan. Boom, that's someone I don't have to pay.
I hate you. You're not gonna have fun.
You can kill him.
Oh, good.
I'm not going to, but you can. I went with Adoring Fan. I went with Alien DNA, and I went with Kids Stuff. So I met my parents today.
Oh, that one did interest me too, but I was like, send 2% of my check. That's my money.
And after having conversations with your mom and your dad, and they make it very clear that their pensions barely pay for them to live in New Atlantic, and that it's only because of the little bit of money you send them every week that they're able to make ends meet, and they're able to actually start their, because your dad's like newly retired, like 2 weeks retired, that they're actually gonna be able to start traveling, which is probably what's gonna save their marriage, because your mom is pissed at your dad. But then there's totally a dialogue option to tell your dad you can't send him money anymore, and it gets rid of the fucking trait. Oh. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do that after having that conversation with Dad. Fuck.
Can you give them more?
I don't think so. It hasn't given me an option on that.
Oh.
Oh, man. But yeah, so...
Hey, how long did you spend in character creation?
Not too long. I'm not very good with character creations. So I went with something that I was relatively happy with, and I called it good. I would get more joy from character creations if I was better at using them, but I'm not very good at using them. I never have been. My Sims characters always come out a little wonky.
How far
and I know that and I know that I'm gonna struggle with Baldur's Gates 1 as well.
Oh yes, you are. Because I did as well. I did on this one. I did it on Starfield again, where it took me roughly 45 minutes to get my character all settled. Like, you can even ask Socks. I was spending maybe 15 minutes on the traits alone. Because I was so indecisive. I'm like, who do I want my first character? Because this is a big fucking game. Do I want to be the sneaky melee like I always do? Or do I want to do something interesting now that there's firepower involved? You know? Okay, we're never gonna get to play if we don't get through this. We gotta get through this. Good old Humble Bundle has a new Humble Choice, and hot dang, I'm happy for it because something we talked about that was very interesting is on it. First off is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the Chaotic Great Edition, which comes with the one DLC? I forget what it comes with, but then again, it's a great game on its own. Yeah, full game, Dragon Lord pack, bonus content. Oh, and the Season Pass. What does the Season Pass have? Does it say? No. Because they have to release 15 other things. But then again, Tiny Tina's Wonderland's a pretty good game overall. Even base game. Go and get it. Deceive Inc., I heard is pretty good. I don't like that it's online only. I like its premise. I'm mad at it. I hope there's a big community for that. Forgotten City, I touched a little bit, but I didn't quite understand. I know it's about the story, and I like story-heavy stories, or story-heavy games, which I'll talk about in a minute. But this one didn't really make too much sense to me. It's got the ratings. Like, everybody loves this game. And they say it's got this very unique Sherlock Holmes style of understanding, where the city lives and breathes and you're just kind of there.
Okay.
I'm okay with that idea. Aces and Adventures, a very interesting card game. This was on not GoFundMe. What's the other one for video games more lean toward? Patreon. That's right. Okay. Patreon. They had a little Patreon for this game, and it's done exceedingly well. And then all of a sudden, they threw it out into final. It is now ready and set. I like card games, like especially that uses real cards. But then there's cards that have names, powers, strengths, and unique abilities. Seems like it's a good time. Seems a little Yu-Gi-Oh-ish. I can get down with some off-brand Yu-Gi-Oh-ish. Patch Quest. Build your abilities. I don't know. It's a roguelite that has a little bit of taming things and catching things, kind of Pokemon-esque, but with... there's so many mechanics in this game, it's hard to explain. It is fun, it is very cute. Just be prepared for a very difficult game. Okay. It's on the levels of Bullet Hell. Binding of Isaac. We'll go with that one.
Okay.
Another card game, Four Tales. It's narrative driven, so I'm getting a kind of like a light Inception. Not Inception. Inscription. I'm having a real rough time with names today. But yeah, it looks like a light Inscription with extra bartering mechanics. And animals. Animal people, furries. Skadoosh. The game I was talking about in question, who pressed mute? Yeah, who pressed mute on Uncle Marcus? And what it is, it's a murder mystery about an uncle who says, I have money. I have a home. You want it? Well, figure out who killed me. And it goes from a reality thing into breaking down and figuring people out.
The thought process that has to go through and make all these clips and do all this writing is insane.
FMV dates back a long time, dating way, way back. Like, not even in actuality, but like making FMVs, it is frame by frame made. The earliest being, what was the arcade game called? Dirk the Dashing in... I said I'm not good with names today, but it is an old school FMV style game, and then we move ahead to now where we're getting just recordings and all this. This developer has done a lot of other things that are FMV or live actioned. The one with Willem Dafoe. God damn. But yes.
Just stop bringing things up, and you won't have to think of their names anymore.
Yeah, thank you. I won't. Jesus Christ. Autonauts versus Pirate Bots. This one I don't have much to say. It just is it is a game. Defend your castle or attack others. A little bit on the lines of Age of Empires. I remember that one. But yeah, get all these for $12. Go and get it over there, and it also helps out Room to Read, which promotes literacy and good reading habits in children living in low-income communities, and helps girls build skills to succeed in school and negotiate key life decisions. And hopefully, you'll choose another one that is like Charity Water. Wheel of Time. Quincy gave me a quick rundown of Wheel of Time. Apparently, it was a novel and then got adaptized into graphic novel. And
television series.
Yeah. 2021, still going? Okay. I might get this one. Just because I like high magic, high fantasy things, and the covers kind of look interesting. I'll lean toward getting this one. Also comes with some Savage Tales, Vampirella style things, and Precinct, which I have up on the next screen. And very 70s style VHS cassette tape B-movie covers. Well-oiled men and scantily clad women. That's what sold back then. I mean, does it still sell now? Honestly?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. But some...
The well-oiled men part, I think, definitely.
Oh, yeah. But yes, all of these $18 helps out Direct Relief, which is the direct impact of getting medical supplies all over the world. That's the
get you medical supplies.
I might need some after today, man. My brain, I'm still thinking about stuff of Starfield. That's why I'm not like clicking.
No function. No,
No
function.
function.
Only Starfield.
I'm like, I gotta rush through this. Over on Steam, they're promoting FearFest 2023, a promotion of a horror game awards. It's gonna be in a 7. Oh, it's we're on a UK site, so it is on the 7th. It is tomorrow. Go and check it out. As far as if you want to see some games on coming soon or even on sale. Yeah, they got a few good ones on sale. Immortality, that was another one I wanted to bring up. If you want an FMV one that isn't Who Put Mute on Uncle Mike, Immortality is a pretty good one to start off
Marcus?
with. I don't remember. Simulacra 3 is another good one too. Simulacra 1 and 2 are just great games. If you're stuck to your phone and you want to be afraid of your phone for a minute, that's a good one. Go check it out. Skadoosh. One of the ones that kind of caught my attention, and I'll just briefly talk about it, is this very interesting one that's coming soon, September 28th, After Dream, which puts you in a feat of a early reporter and finding the realization of ghosts. And then trying to find, I guess, a murder mystery between it. I'm very interested. I like its stylized self. It looks very cartoony, but at the same time very serious and drab. And we'll see where that comes out. Skadoosh. Oh, there's the thing of Precinct. It fell over. Well, here's the cover. Looks good. Looks steampunky. I like steampunk. Not as much as I used to, but I was cringe back then. I played Baldur's Gate 3 for longer than I want to admit. I played it for a long time. I lost track of time a couple times. I did not get a lot of sleep this week. It's a good game.
I mean, you don't most weeks.
You are less. Much less. I did everything that I had to do day one, as far as cooking, cleaning, making sure everything was right for that whole entire spread. And then for the next 3 days, I would just remember going to work, coming home, eating, playing Baldur's Gate 3. It's a damn fine game. I'm like, I gotta do my weeklies over on Destiny. I did not do them this week, and I don't care. Baldur's Gate 3, great game. 10 on 10. They encapsulate D&D 5e. There's so many mods out there. There's a lot of creators making mods. Apparently is 2 brain cells. You can rub them together. Just as long as you can put an idea into its function, it allows you to build. It allows you to build sets. It allows you to DM if you want to. It allows... Larian, I hated Original Sin 2, but I love this. Keep this up. And hopefully soon you release it for Quincy, so that way Quincy play it. It's a good game. Please. Skadoosh. We all saw a movie yesterday. A very good movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Madness. Or Mutant Mayhem. Mayhem.
Dear Lord.
But it was very good. Start to finish...
You're broken.
I am broken. Start to finish, it was a very really good movie. Authentically, it had NES references, it had old cartoon references, it had the first movie references, great voices all around. Jackie Chan as Splinter, couldn't have picked a better voice actor to do Splinter, personally.
Really good.
Really good. Like, we could sit here and talk about this all day because of how good it was. The climax scene was great, the after credit scene, great. Not what I expected, but I'll take it. Skadoosh.
I mean, it's not so much that you expected something. There was something you wanted that they never promised.
Yeah.
So...
But they didn't give me what I want. Give me what I want. Releasing soon, thanks to the Black Summer 2023 IGN's little announcement thing. They have their branding on, I think, all the rest of these. But Slay the Princess. Very narrative-driven. Looks hand-drawn, start to finish. I love these kinds of games that kind of puts you into a mindset of mistaken, I guess we'll put it. And a little gory, but I'm curious to see what's going to pop out of this one. I want to see another trailer that isn't me dying off the rip. Before I even start the game, I'm dying. Like, if I want to play Dark Souls, I'll play Dark Souls. What do you think about this one, Q?
I like the artwork that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if this is a game for me. Like, I just don't know. It feels very point and clicky.
It is point and clicky,
which I'm not really into that. Like, I was into that when I was a kid because that's what video games were on the computer.
right?
But as an adult, I have not really been into that.
Have you ever played the Indiana Jones point and click one?
No.
Very fun. LucasArts at its finest. But over back to this. It is very point and clicky. You can tell that from the few little things. I don't mind point and click adventures, but sometimes it makes it feel like it's very hide and seek or inane solutions where it's like attach the bucket to the string. Oh, you made a bucket and string? Yay. Oh, you can use that at the well, and then you gotta like think a little bit outside the box sometimes. Max and Sam it a little. Yeah. But I'm gonna kind of pay attention and hopefully see another trailer out of this one because I would like to see gameplay. Like first 5 minutes. Give me first 5 minutes and we'll go from there. But some of the art pieces kind of nice looking, very simplistic art style. I'm here for it. October 20th. Skadoosh. This one kind of caught me off guard. When you sent it to me, I got all of the early stuff into the trailer. I was like, okay, this looks like a Farmville, or not a Farmville, a Stardew Valley knockoff. And I was like, what? Oh, okay, I get it. An interesting farmhand simulator. Okay, I like that. It's nice. And then we get to near the end, and I'm like, okay, this is what I want. I like this. A pretty okay looking thriller with minigames. That's a weird sentence to say out loud. But chapter 1 of The Bunny Graveyard, it's going to be 9/22/23, so this month, the 22nd. Nice. Wasn't expecting it that quick. What's your experience was with rabbits, Quincy?
The rabbits? I used to own some.
Oh, yeah? Huh. I've never understood rabbits as pets. Oh, let's go do.
I mean, they're all right. I mean, I think there's worse things to have as pets.
Like,
I've never understood spiders as pets.
Yeah, nah.
And, like, that's not me speaking from my fear. That's more me speaking of, like, you can't cuddle it. That's kind of how I feel about fish, too.
Some people do. Some people, like, they lay down into, like, a still position and have their, like, spider just, like, cur into, like, their armpit. And I'm like, but why? But why? That's not cuddling. That's stashing
is what that is.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
And, like, snakes, okay, but I've heard so many people talk about their snake deciding, like, you know what? It's fucking time to eat you. And starts trying to measure them to see if they can.
Oh.
Like, when a snake, like, stretches out next to you, like, they're measuring you to see if, like, it's possible for them to swallow you.
I'm good. I mean, like, a garden snake, sure, I guess, but I wouldn't want to mess with anything that could eat me. No, I'm good. Houseweeper VR, Quest gameplay, MetaQuest and MetaRift S. So, I like PlayStation 1 aesthetics. This game is full of it. It looks very textured, but easy textured. The mapping looks very simple. I love this. I would buy a Meta for this. I would buy a VR headset for this. And luckily, good old Meta, they make it easy to acquire one. 4 easy payments of $75. And as I mentioned when I was mentioning back then that the Meta Quest 2 was brand new and they aren't changing the price, guess what? I was correct. $300 US for a pretty good starter VR headset. Easy to set up. All you do is stand in the middle of the room, and it has 2 gyroscopic thingies, so that way you don't bump into things. It's good stuff. And then they include a whole bunch of actually kind of good features and games. Peacock for 12 months. That's a good deal on its own. Shit. You can go through, take a look at their...
My whole thing with it is it's not quite the same as being hooked up to a PC. Because this thing is like, the whole thing's built in, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to have a gaming PC to play this on.
Yeah, that is correct.
I don't know how far you can take certain things. Like you mentioned Beat Saber being on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually talked to Piper, who's played Beat Saber a lot in different formats. And he says that he loves having it on PC, but having it when he had this VR for, I think it was his PlayStation, he's like, that was a mistake because like you're just so limited on what you can get, like versus what is out there on the PC version of that.
Huh.
And it's like, I don't know if you're able to load up all the added extra shit. Like they have purchasable DLC packs for certain bands and whatnot on Beat Saber for like the console version, if the PC version, or not PC, for the console VRs and whatnot. But like what is offered from the community and the customizable levels of it, whatnot, that are available on PC is even further. So like that begs the question of this: can you do any of that since this doesn't hook to a PC, or are you still limited as if you were playing on a console? But I mean, it is super cheap, so
it is super cheap. You know, you can go through the reviews. They are very transparent with their reviews. There's 6% 1 stars and 65% 5 stars. Take that as you will. You know, overall, 86% is a 4-star plus. That's not bad. 4.4 overall. That's not bad. Let's go douche. Gory, cuddly carnage. We talked about this a little bit ago, but we now got a little bit more gameplay. IGN kind of bit crushed it a little bit. This is in 1080, by the way. Like, this image is in 1080. So this graininess that you're possibly seeing, it ain't us. I mean, hold on, maybe it is us? Oh, it is us. Let's see how that screenshot looked. Okay, the screenshot's a little bit better, but that is a not good-looking action shot. I'm excited for this game. Been excited for this game. I'm glad that it's almost here. Demo's out now. It doesn't have a date still. That's kind of a bummer. But it says wishlist it, and I think I already did. I love these kind of hack and slashers, and when it includes blood, that's even better. I don't know why.
You like to see results.
God of War 2 really painted a picture in my head, man, of what hack and slasher should be. No, God of War 3. God of War 3 did that.
Wait, what did?
God of War. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I want the blood. Anything else gaming related?
I think that's it.
Then I guess we're on to shoe news. Thanks to Sneaker Fortress, I think their first time for these guys, for providing something that Sneaker News didn't have, which was Kit is going to be in the inspirational piece for the Nike Air Jordan 11s with Kit, and kind of looks like an Atari symbol. Hold on, I gotta get a zoom in. Can I get a zoom in on it? Ooh, bless you.
Thank you. Brains on the floor.
Oh god. Oh god. Please. Is this the only image? It's just gonna be a cycle. I hate you so much. So I'm just gonna have to get that zoom in right there. It kind of looks like the Atari symbol right there. But I also don't really like that shiny, jelly-looking red that is on this shoe. It is very Knight Rider-ish.
They're trying to do the lights.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to do the lights. But then again, if that was the case, I would do the lights in the insole again, and just have it every step do the draw out, draw back in. But that's just me being a kid. Also, I really enjoy. I used to really love light up shoes, man.
And the fact that they don't make them for adults is stupid.
I would love a pair. Like, it's not practical.
I would just think about for those people that like to jog at night.
Yeah, cars can notice them, and you don't have to carry a flashlight, and it's cooler. Like, cooler outside, not cooler as in the shoes are cool. The shoes are also cool. Skadoosh. And just kind of wanted to make a mention that the Super Bowl, I don't know what LVII, what number Super Bowl is it? Because that goes to show how much I pay attention to football.
Dude,
58.
I've never understood the fucking L.
108?
What is the L?
I think it's
I've never done
100.
the L.
Well,
L is Greek numbers.
because that's B.
L is 50.
Oh, so 58. Yeah, 58.
Yeah, 58.
Okay, well, Super Bowl 58 is going to be here in Las Vegas, and they painted up this pretty good Air Trainer 1 to be Raiders colors with a pretty good-looking swoosh that kind of looks like a crystalline metallic. It has a little bit of felt on the back, but that's because it's a patch extender. There's patches that you could put on the shoe, and I think it even has like a wrap style one that allows you to put on like a sports number, but I'm not 100% on that because why would they make it so far just to have this on both sides? Doesn't make sense to me, but hopefully that is an idea. Skadoosh. I'm just gonna.
Patches are definitely an interesting concept on that.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for movies. Ever since we saw the trailer for TMNT and to now, trailers have been getting kind of good, showing us the movie. Sure, it looks very inexpensive and CG'd, but we want that. We like that. We want all of this. We want all of this. Yes. We like Godzilla. That's it. Oh, you also showed me your new shirt that is the painting Starry Night with Godzilla in it. Yeah.
Starry Night, but Godzilla's attacking the town.
Yeah, I might go and find that shirt online.
Now.
I might go and find
Marshalls.
this online. Marshalls. Oh, Marshalls is like a resale shop, yeah? Like they'll buy big stock from.
I don't know.
I'll look into it.
Because it was knocked down in price, so maybe that's how they work. Because it was supposed to be a $12 shirt, I got for $7.99.
But yeah, they released the full trailer for Godzilla -1. I'm excited. December 1st. I have my calendar. I don't mark my calendar for very much. You know, my anniversary. Godzilla. Two very important things. I'm excited.
You get in trouble. She's like, "Oh, you can't just remember. You got to put it on the calendar."
Yep. She knows I got two brain cells rubbing against each other trying to figure shit out. Skadoosh. Something I was mentioning with Quincy is we don't have a lot of Thanksgiving horror movies. And luckily, someone out there is going to be remedying this with a very gruesome cover for Thanksgiving. Patrick Dempsey and Addison Rae is going to be in it. Trailer drops tomorrow, and this was today, so tomorrow take a crack at this trailer. I'm kind of excited, I guess, because, as mentioned, we don't have very many Thanksgiving horror movies, and I've been itching for a horror movie lately, and we're about to enter into October in a little bit. Might as well get ready. What do you think?
The next horror movie I'm going to see is probably going to be the new Saw, but I mean, I might look into this. I'm looking to giving this a shot.
It's what, 10? What Saw is it?
10. Yeah.
Not counting offshoots.
I stopped. No, that's counting offshoots.
Oh.
Yeah, because they went to 3D was 7, and then they did Jigsaw, and then they did Spiral from the Book of Saw, so 8 and 9, and now they're doing Saw X, which is 10. I stopped at 3D, so I have to watch Jigsaw and Book of Saw, and that'll be caught up.
I need to watch Jigsaw. Well, I need to watch 4 through 10, I guess, but I want to see Jigsaw just because that was the one that interested me the most as far as
that was
trailer.
The one that interested me the least.
Really?
Because I had watched the Saw franchise all the way up to 3D, which was like supposed to be the final. They were like, final Saw, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And I go in, and the way they wrapped it up at the end was perfect. I wouldn't have changed anything about the way they ended it.
Oh.
And then there's this huge hiatus to not making Saw movies because they wrapped it up. They were done. And then they came out with Jigsaw, and so I didn't watch it. I was like, fuck you. It was done. Why are we doing this?
And then you hear how good the movie after that was, and you're like, ooh.
It wasn't even that I heard how good it was, because honestly, I haven't really heard anybody talk about whether or not it was good. It was me looking at it going, ooh. Looking at the trailers, looking at that it was Chris Rock, and that he was a fan of the franchise and whatnot.
He produced one of them, right?
Interested. That's the one. The one that he's in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, shit, maybe I should watch them. And then I still didn't. And then X is coming out, and X is set between, I want to say it's set between 1 and 2.
Yeah, because this is after well, it's in the trailer. It's after his diagnosis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's already diagnosed by the time he's doing the stuff in 1.
It's
I think.
surgery. Surgery, right? The surgery that messes him up. It messes him up more.
Oh no, we do know that he is sick because that's where one of the guys in 1 he was
Insurance.
an orderly.
Oh, he's the orderly. That's right.
Insurance guys later on.
Yeah.
So no, what it is X is about about these people like in Mexico who are like boasting this like this potential cure, and his insurance company doesn't want to cover it because it's still experimental. But he goes out there, he spends all his money, yada yada. He goes to the surgery, then he comes back and he's being looked at by his doctors, and they're like, they didn't do anything at all. And so then he goes after them for screwing him on his money. So that's what X is going to be about. And so, yeah, bringing back the original people, him and his original...
accomplice.
What's she called? Yeah, I guess accomplice. It's not the word I was looking for.
Ashley?
Apprentice.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
His original apprentice. That got me excited. So I'm like, shit. Maybe I will go watch X and Spiral. Or not X and Spiral. Spiral and Jigsaw.
Yes. And maybe X. We'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I think X is interesting.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting interested. So.
Let's go do. Don't know who wanted it. Don't know who asked for it, but kind of glad we're getting it. Chicken Run 2 is gonna be released on December.
Coming to Netflix.
Coming to Netflix, December 15th. I wasn't big a fan of Wallace and Gromit. Chicken Run 2 or Chicken Run 1 was fine. It was entertaining, but don't know if I would want a sequel. I do love claymation. Claymation is interesting to me, but I don't know. We'll see if I get interested about that time. I don't want to be a pie.
I don't want to be a pie. I don't like gravy.
Yeah. Scott Doop. One Piece. I wasn't really expecting to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it because people were like, "Oh, this is gonna end up like the fucking Death Note thing. This is gonna end up like Bleach. This is gonna end up like insert other live-action anime ripoff." Apparently, people are loving this, and I might put it up on my second monitor while I'm playing Starfield. I've been meaning to get into One Piece, and I only got past what I can call the first season or first arc. And this would be probably a good way to keep me interested in it. Good actors, actresses. We'll see. What do you think about One Piece?
I know very little about it. It is very intimidating with the amount of episodes it has, the amount of manga entries it has, and I don't know. Like, that is definitely back burner anime for me. I gotta keep sticking to the shorter shit before I start taking on something like that.
Everyone who I've met that's enjoyed One Piece is like, yeah, no, get into it. And I'm like, but give me the thing of why. Well, it's just good. Like, you see him grow as a person, you get a lot of story, and I was like, you get that with anything. It doesn't need to be 1,000 episodes long. Hajime no Ippo has been going on for fucking 35 years now, and the story doesn't really change much, but you get a little bit of his just daily life. It is a slice of life with boxing. Like, I need a reason. Give me one reason why One Piece is different. Oh, because magic powers. I can get that anywhere for shorter. But you are correct. It isn't
anything. It's just intimidating.
Oh, it is intimidating. That's the reason why I didn't start on it, because when I first heard about how good One Piece was about I think like issue 700 in the manga, and that's where I was like, it took that long to get that good. Oh no, it's always been good. It's just you gotta crawl through it all now because it's been going for so long. I'll watch the live action, let you know what it is next week. God damn. Speaking of a thing I'm not really expecting, but very excited for, Stray just dropped on Xbox. You can purchase it now on Xbox. But they're also talking about a movie tie-in.
I do kind of want to buy the game now it's on Xbox. Like, it's been kind of interesting to me since its incarnation. And I had the PlayStation. I could have bought it on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I might get it. I don't know.
I'm here for the movie. Me playing as a cat, like, for as much cat memes that I post, I don't really have the feeling of wanting to play a cat. But I get the reason on why people do. That's cool. I will watch them. Making a movie about it, though? It's Homeward Bound, minus the humans.
Homeward Bound, but with robots?
But with robots. And I'm kind of here for that, because I actually didn't mind Homeward Bound. So,
yeah, I enjoyed Homeward Bound. I didn't watch the sequel.
Just show me a trailer. Show me a trailer. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because the only reason why I'm kind of excited for this is because it's made by Annapurna, which we've talked about, but we never really sung their praises. They very recently released Nimona, which was a great animated feature. Very funny, very lighthearted, with a actual serious theme. Very good music, animation. Yeah, it's a good thing. And then I was like, oh yeah, they did a lot of amazing things. American Hustle, Hindsight, a very good storytelling game. God damn, The Artful Escape, not very, very underrated game, by the way. I Am Dead, very sad, underrated game. Unfinished Swan, beautiful game. Kentucky Route Zero. Quincy got this for me for one of my birthdays. I love this game. This is a good, what if scenario. Like, what if aliens did something, but it didn't affect you directly? That's one of the few things that could happen in Kentucky Route Zero. Like, you see something happen, what do you do about it? And the list goes on. Outer Wilds, I played that before. Great game. Not my cut because I'm not that kind of management type. And just, Annapurna, great company. Skadoosh. Quincy threw this at me, and I was like, okay, I want to know one thing before giving I'll give the full thing. Pokemon TCG 2023 Trick or Trade Bundle Booster. Now, this one has 10 more packs than last year. It now includes 50. Are they the same cards? Because this is...
No.
Almost okay. Good. Then that's all I want.
These are going to be from the newer stuff.
Okay, and
but it's going to do the same thing where they're reprints of existing cards, but with the Jack-o'-lantern Pikachu. Damn.
And are there going to be any exclusives for this set, or do you...
No, it's going to be 3 cards per pack. One of them's going to be holographic, and then you're going to have the 2 regular. And it's going to be that it's just that they're reprints with the Halloween thing. So if you want a set, just to say you have a complete set, like I did last year's complete set, then you do that. So what I'll do, I've already been hunting them. They've been out since the 1st, but I haven't seen them in store anywhere yet. But you buy a two bags is what I would say, and open everything in the first bag, and you'll probably get a set, a complete set. If you don't end up with a complete set from that, that's when you start going into the second bag. But past that, they're not going to be worth anything. It's just, to be able to have the collection would be cool. Past that, I gave them out to trick-or-treaters last year. Kids fucking loved them.
I recall.
Loved them. And so I intend to do that again this year. I'm going to probably buy 2 bags this year to give out. That's what I bought. I actually bought more than that last year. And
you bought 4, I think, last year?
I think I had 3 total to give out.
Oh, okay.
I had bought 4 bags total, but I picked my set off of 1 bag.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm in a different house this year, so I don't know what my turnout's going to be. So 2 bags may not be enough. We'll see. But it is completely new. The packaging's new. It's got Mimikyu, scaring Pikachu on it, rather than just was it Gengar last year hanging out on the package?
Gengar eating the package.
So
there's a Zubat back there.
I think this is fun, and I'm glad that they brought it back and didn't just make it a one-off thing.
Yeah.
I think this is something they should continue to do. I think it made them plenty of money, and I think it's a nice alternative or addition to handing out candy. I did it as an addition to, not just I didn't do it as an alternative, because it's okay for kids to have candy sometimes.
Yeah, things are getting tough for the parents, help out by making a smile. That's the simple of it, and it's a good one. But yeah, $20.
Oh, and then I did have leftovers because I had too many last year, and I took them down to the local card shop and gave them to them to give out to kids for free.
Oh, hell
When they
yeah.
would come in for purchases.
That's awesome. But yeah, $20 gets you 50 mini packs. So what is it? 50 by 3. That is 150 cards. Not bad. It's good. Douche. Now we're back over to Lego. Over on Amazon. This is where these images are from. There's going to be a whole slew of collections. One is the Marvel Studios one. They've done this before. This is the Series 2 one. I want, let's see, 7 of these. These are all amazing. The Moon Knight ones, of course. Wolverine, yes. The claws are amazing. Both of them, yes.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd want them all, but if I'm picking, Agatha.
Agatha, correct.
Who's that behind Agatha? I mean, we got Storm on one side.
Storm,
Who's that on the other side?
I think that's Wasp holding Ant-Man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But Werewolf by Night right here next to Moon Knight would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those would be my picks of like if I can only have a couple. But ideally, I'd like the whole set.
Well, good news. You get a booster box of 12 of them for $30. Or 6. Oh, no. I'm sorry. 6. 6-pack contains a random selection of 6 characters. So, a 6-pack of 6, that's 36. I know what I'm counting. I don't know why they worded it like that.
Your math just hurt my head.
Yeah. Because look, when they put it up here, 2 6-pack, 667535. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Let's go down here. 2 6-pack contains collection of 6. So is it 6 packs? Help.
Numbers.
Yeah, but $30 gets you 6 6-packs, 36 individual ones. Okay, bye. Lego Star Wars Chewbacca. We talked about this for a moment, but we didn't. It was a coming soon. But even still, it's available over on Amazon, so that means you can make payments on them using your Amazon card if you apply for one. It's low credit check on it, and they do, I think, 0 APR or 0 interest for Amazon purchases. So, if in case you want to build something really nice, there you go.
I really liked this. This one was cute.
This one's
I could see
perfect.
putting this one on a shelf.
I could see doing model clay and a little bit of like hair wig hair, and doing like small tassels of hair like off of him between the bricks. But that would be a little bit of a lot, and I don't have that kind of money. Skadoosh. Speaking of collections, I've only ever opened one advent calendar, and I kept missing days. If I got this, I would actually open them every single day. What this is the Lego Star Wars 2023 Advent Calendar, and it comes with a whole bunch of really cool mini ideas. And
I have been trying to get Lego Advent calendars for years, but every time I go into the stores, they're sold out.
Yeah. $45 for 320 pieces total. You get to build a whole bunch of very interesting little set pieces. If you have a good Lego collection, this one here would be a nice addition. I really love this mini as fuck AT-AT. The little beep boop droid that's carrying something. A couple characters I don't off the cut recognize, but then again, I haven't watched a heck of a lot. I do like the First Soldier, or not First Soldier, like First Clone. I don't really know what the orange helmet and mask means.
I don't think it has anything to do with first. I think it has to do with like his position in the army.
Oh,
like
Cody.
Like his classification.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah. So the clone trooper.
Oh god. And then a sled, and then a little droid reindeer. I don't know. It's in a little pod racer. Like, these are really cute. I could see buying this one. Near Christmas, hopefully it doesn't sell out. I might crawl for this one. I might look everywhere. Scuddy. Over on Twitter, I posted for it, and they still haven't given me it. So I think they had it to a very limited time. But Xbox had it to where you asked for your game tag. They put it up on one of their people who make these embroidery Photoshops.
Cool.
Among Us, Andy, McDonald's King Grimace get one, asking for Grimace, and of course they're gonna meme along with them. And I didn't get mine, but that's fine. They went all over the place, gave a whole bunch, and I am excited to hopefully get mine in game because this is a good one. I want yes. My brain fried. I want to go to space. Is there anything else you need to mention before we go to space?
Yeah, your brain fried. All it is space now.
It wants to go to space, man. But is that all we got for today?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Remember to check the links down in the description for our Temu links, Humble Bundle, our personal Twitters, and Zenny. Yes, get you some good glasses. These things are durable as hell. I just sat on them for about a half hour before realizing I took them off to rub my eyes, and then I put them on. Guess what? No adjustments needed. They're great. And that'll do it. At the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, remember to love one another. It is free to do. Bye, everybody.